Greetings, my Legionnaires! Today I bring you news of my destructive battle with Thor Ragnarok. The third standalone film focused on the God of Thunder, Ragnarok aims to tell a massive story featuring many key players in Marvel's shared universe. However, is this a film worth rushing off to see in theaters? Well, I'll tell you all that and more in my tactical report, along with a spoiler-free plot synopsis, the highlights, and the failings. Thor's latest outing sees him traversing the cosmos, from the fiery depths of Muspelheim to the golden halls of Asgard and the junk-strewn planet of Sakaar. His quest to prevent the titular Ragnarok, or destruction of his home, is replete with contrasting locales. Upon returning to Asgard, Thor discovers his brother Loki has snatched the throne and exiled Odin to Earth. With the help of a particular sorcerer, both brothers are reunited with the Allfather. Due to his banishment, Odin is left weak and is unable to prevent the return of his firstborn Hela. With her arrival, Asgard's destruction is all but assured. Now, it rests upon both the gods of thunder and mischief, along with a retired Valkyrie and a familiar green behemoth, to prevent the utter annihilation of this sterling realm. Let's begin as always with the best qualities of our foe. First off is the stellar cast. Chris Hemsworth returns to a role he seems born to play as Thor and really embraces the character. Tom Hiddleston is equally as captivating as the snarky and ruthless Loki. The brotherly chemistry between these two could merit a movie all its own. Tessa Thompson as newcomer Valkyrie is a welcome addition, as she proved to be both a powerful ally and an interesting character in her own right. Rounding out the cast for the villains are Karl Urban as Scourge the Executioner, Jeff Goldblum as the Grandmaster, and Cate Blanchett as Hela. Urban's performance was solid, if slightly minor, while Goldblum's was comical and maniacal. But truly, Blanchett's was the standout amongst the entire crew. Honestly, there wasn't enough of her in this film, as she is one of Marvel's most fascinating villains to date. Finally, Mark Ruffalo returns as Bruce Banner and the Hulk. Both parts are played well, and seeing the Hulk have actual conversations with other characters led to many laugh-out-loud moments. Speaking of comedy, the movie is rife with it. Mostly a mixture of one-liners and slapstick, Ragnarok is easily the most lighthearted Thor outing to date. Lastly, the fighting, scope, and spectacle of the picture is unmatched in the Marvel Cinematic Universe as of this writing. Seeing true gods battle it out on a grand scale was marvelous to behold, as the stakes have never felt this high. Seeing Thor battle Surtur and his minions at the beginning of the film, or watching the Hulk slug it out with the giant wolf Fenrir was an absolute treat. While the movie had many excellent qualities, it did suffer in one particular case. Although I mentioned the comedy as a strength earlier, it unfortunately undercuts the gravity the plot attempts to provide. Every character is the comic relief. Every one. From Thor, to Hela, to even the minor characters like Korg the Cronin. This wouldn't normally be such a huge issue, but Ragnarok is supposed to be a universe-altering event. With the constant salvo of jokes, it feels like this is just another day fighting off the villain of the week. It really is unfortunate because the set pieces really make this a larger-than-life film, but the humor really strips away much of the seriousness the story has to offer. Overall, Thor Ragnarok is a solid picture. The cast is great, the effects are visually stunning, and it's just fun traveling between multiple eye-popping locations. However, the unchecked use of droll elements makes the tale more of a comedy rather than a truly epic legend. Legionnaires, agree with my review? Let me know in the comments below. I encourage you to give us a thumbs up and leave a comment if you enjoyed it. Also, if you really want to support the Legion, consider sharing this with a friend or donating to us over on patreon.com/criticalreviews. It's most appreciated. Thanks so much for stopping by, and remember to adapt and overcome.